This step is made specifically to predict the outcome of the Supreme judgment on the presidential elections in Kenya. But before I continue, those who may know, this is the T-shirt for the Kenyan Constitution in the year 2005. This is a T-shirt for Banana, those who are supporting the 2005 Constitution. I still have the T-shirt. Now back to the Supreme Court of Kenya, judgment on presidential election. This one was done 30 hours before the judgment was made. And the first prediction I want to make is that the judgment, they will start reading the judgment at 3 p.m. on Monday. They'll start the judgment at 3 p.m. I'm seeing it as a split judgment. I'm predicting it to be 4-3. I would have wanted it to be 5-2. Of course, it will not come to 7-0. But I would have wanted it to be at 5-2. But I'm foreseeing it to be 4-3. And it being a 4-3 will send a very strong message. You see, there are 7, so obviously they cannot be equal. But placing it at 4-3 would send a very strong message. They are having something that they call conferencing. They are meeting in a room, the 7 of them, then coming up with every topic. There are 9 topics. Currently, I can't remember all the 9, but they'll be taking each topic one by one. I'm guessing that during conferencing, they discuss the topic, but what you write, you have a piece of paper here. So when you cover one topic, you write short notices of what you have concluded, and then, for example, they go to a topic like, I guess one of the 9 was the internet. Can I call it internet? The systems, the servers, were they infiltrated? And if they are infiltrated, could the infiltration have affected the outcome? Now, when they discuss that, each judge will have a paper, and in his or her mind will have concluded, either he or she will have concluded that it infiltrated or it did not infiltrate. Then he or she will just write a few notes here to come to that. Then they'll come to the second topic. The second topic was, did Ruto get 50 plus 1? We have the issue of 27 constituencies. According to Chebukati and IEBC, the 27 had already been tallied. It is only the public addressing, going to the podium and addressing. If that is the truth, and then there is also the question, I'm seeing the Azimio Raila team insisting that the rejected votes be included. Of course, there was a judgment on rejected votes in 2013 and 2017. It was decided then that they are not counted. So, following that, most likely they will also come up with a conclusion that they should not count it. My guess is that Raila and Azimio, for them to come up with a Ruto being 49.99 and Raila 48.5, they included the rejected votes. Now, when the rejected votes are not included by the Supreme Court, then it means that if the Supreme Court decides that they'll not include the rejected, then that will come out and Ruto will get 50+1. I'm predicting that, as I said, that they are doing conferencing. And then when they have done the conferencing, they will ask each other how many would say that go to the, decide that the election is nullified, and how many are saying the election will not be nullified. Then they'll also come and, I was thinking of them making two judgments, one for the minority and one for the majority, but I've remembered that they have already said each one will make his or her own judgment. So they'll say that the majority are, let's say they have decided to go towards the east, and then each one will read his or her judgment, those who have decided to go to the east, and the minority have decided to go to the west, so the minority, each and everyone will read one. I'm seeing their judgment being shorter than 2017, but longer, much longer than the 2013. I'm feeling that at the end of the day, it will be a strong indictment against the IEBC. And it is because of this strong indictment that I decided to say that it will be 4-3. The strong indictment will lead to, say the new president is sworn in at 13th September. So in 2 to 3 months, the new president, remember, Uhuru in his current form, he cannot constitute a commission to do away with the IEBC. So the new president, with a 4-3, that would have tied his hand. You see, there is always this thing that if the judgment is pleasing to the president, he may ignore, but having 4-3 will compel him to start an inquiry, and the inquiry will end around November or December. And November and December, commissioners such as Chebukati will not be affected because their period will already be over. It is these 4 Serena ones who will be affected because the outcome may include them being sacked. I would require that such a commission comes up with one of the commissioners should be a person with at least a master's degree in IT, maybe 2 lawyers, maybe somebody with education background, a professor, so that those people, the Electoral Commission needs various interests. Somebody with a training purpose, maybe somebody was taught at the University for Law or that at TTC. Lastly, I'm going to talk about the indictment on National Security Advisory Committee. They'll be indicted, and I'm sure they'll be warned in future not to be, because their fingerprints are there, and I'm very sure that 7-0, the judges will not agree on that. Chances of remedy through a re-election or anything, no, because it did not favor one candidate against the other, and the Supreme Court is so much tied that the same commissioners will do the same job. The NSIA, National Security Advisory Committee, will still be the same, so nothing changes, and then they'll just decide for that they will not have a new election, because even if they have 10 re-elections, the conditions will not change. But they'll come up with a very strong recommendation such that we will be technically, morally, and everything ready for the next general election in 5 years' time. Thank you.